Hello everyone. Welcome to this space. It's always so nice to have you guys here. This is Simone from the Euphoric Garden. And I have a couple of announcements to make. And the first one is I have a website for my art projects that I have been working on for the past year. It is all astrological and it is all earth-based. So I am in the process of creating a sun sign chart for everyone using botanical designs as well as a moon sign chart. And eventually I will get to the rising signs as well. The link will be in the description box below for those of you who are interested in buying a t-shirt, a canvas bag, and stickers. There will be so much more coming your way. I have so many other projects in mind for the years to come, and I would love for you guys to come along this journey. And if you want to support me and my business as an artist for Euphoric Garden, the link will be in the description box below if you're interested in any of those products to support this channel and my business. The second announcement is I am going to begin giving personal readings in the month of May. These readings will be at a price of $15 for one question. For 5 questions, I will price it around $75. That also includes a couple of oracle messages, clarifying cards, and any advice that you may need regarding the questions that you have. Again, the link will be in the description box below for you guys to book a personal reading with me, and it's going to be on euphoricgarden.com with all of my other art projects there, and collectibles and clothing and apparel and all of the astrological goodness that you guys will find there in the near future. And I'm actually really excited about this. It's been a long time coming and it's a slow process, but with your support I feel that we can create a very beautiful community here. Much love and light to all of you, and let's go ahead and jump into your general messages. Hey everyone. Hey Sagittarius. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my space. Thank you so much for being here. This is going to be your general messages for May 2023. These readings will pertain to your sun and rising placements, okay? So if you have Sagittarius in those 2 placements, I intend for these messages to resonate with those 2 aspects, or one of those aspects of your personality, okay? Or just those aspects of your life. So Sagittarius, before we jump in, we have Mercury in retrograde for maybe another week or 2 of this month. It started back in April. And then we have a Scorpio lunar eclipse coming up on May 5th. All right. And we also have Pluto in retrograde, but that started May 1st and is going to continue until October, around the 1st or 2nd week of October. Okay. So, oh, excuse me. Wow, Sagittarius. Sorry if my lighting is kind of fluctuating. It's like my light is trying to fight with the sunlight behind me. So I'm really sorry about that. So hopefully it doesn't fluctuate too much. So I'm sorry if that's kind of annoying. So Sagittarius, so keeping that in mind, of all of the full moon in Scorpio, as well as that is going to be a lunar eclipse, as well as the retrogrades that are occurring at this time, understand that those, transits, that moon and these retrogrades, they may come out in your reading directly, they may not, they may come out indirectly, okay? But just understand that these energies will be affecting all of us at this time in the month of May and moving forward into the rest of the year. All right, Sagittarius, sun and rising signs. I do have a goddess here speaking through me for all of the zodiac signs that I'm reading for your sun and rising signs. Her name is 𝑍�👼. If you're not familiar with who 𝑍�👼 is, I recommend that you research her energy and her history. She's amazing. So she will be speaking through me at this time to you for May 2023. Let's pull some oracle messages first, as we always do, and then we're going to jump into the tarot towards the end of your reading. All right, Sagittarius, let's jump right in. Sagittarius, sun and rising signs, universe, source, angels, guardians and protectors, gods, goddesses, ancestors, earth spirits, earth guides, please come before us. Speak through me clearly to the sign of Sagittarius, sun and rising signs for the month of May 2023. What messages of insight, guidance, encouragement do you have for my beautiful Sagittarius tribe for their sun and rising signs? For those born with Sagittarius and their sun and rising signs around the world, what messages of insight and encouragement do you have, as well as guidance and advice for Sagittarius sun and rising signs for the month of May 2023? Let's see. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see what the universe is speaking to you about. Says adjustments are required, third quarter moon. You may actually begin to make some type of adjustment to a relationship, to a financial situation, sometime after this full moon in Scorpio, this eclipse. Later on in the month of May, Sagittarius, sun and rising signs. That could be for some of you. Bottom of the deck, we have emotions are running high, super moon. Okay. So yeah, this definitely, okay, like I said, the Scorpio full moon and lunar eclipse may or may not come out directly, but it looks like it kind of is, okay, for some of you. Again, this moon is going to affect all of us, okay? But what I'm seeing here for you in particular, Sagittarius, sun and rising signs, there is something that needs to be, like I said, adjusted. Like in order for things to improve in your life, in a relationship, whether it be with a job, your career in general, your finances, your health, okay, your mental state, your mental health, your emotional health, you have to make these adjustments. If this is in regards to a job, you may be getting promoted and you may start to look at your life and realize, I really need to make some changes here. I need to move. I need to, live in a better environment. I need to move closer to my job. You may have a job where you're driving too far, what have you, okay? Sagittarius, sun and rising signs. So even if this is more of an emotional situation, a more personal situation regarding a relationship with someone, whether it's romance, family, or friends, once again, in order for these relationships to continue to move forward alongside you and your journey, there are some things that have to change. It has to change. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you don't change certain patterns within a relationship or within a certain situation in your life, it's not going to work out. This is pretty much what the universe is telling me. And your emotions may get you into trouble with this, or maybe there's someone else who's very emotional, or maybe your emotions are kind of fooling you into believing, oh no, this feels good, this feels fine, like everything feels amazing, there's no way that anything can go wrong. It will, because there is a certain pattern that needs to be implemented, that needs to change. It just needs to be tossed out and create a better, more healthy pattern, okay? That's what I'm getting from this card. And even if it's like something like super bad and you're feeling anxious, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling angry, and just kind of I guess more snippy towards people, maybe you're snapping on people because you're feeling so frustrated about something, you're irritated, it's probably because those energies are being kind of stirred inside of you, because your subconscious is trying to tell you, please change this, Sagittarius. This is not making you happy. It's getting you into trouble, right? And I also get, if this is just your emotional health in general, there are some things you may need to go to therapy, you know, you may need to go to counseling, emotional counseling, anger management, what have you, whatever it is that you're dealing with, you may need to go to counseling or to therapy or a psychiatrist or a psychologist to really help you understand your emotions, how to ground yourself, because maybe your emotions at this time, or maybe it just has throughout your life, has kind of gotten you into some trouble or has caused things to be more difficult. Your emotions may cloud your judgment. Okay, maybe in general or in a certain situation. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. I don't know why I'm shuffling this deck. Oh well, I guess my spirit guides want me to shuffle this deck next. I usually go in a certain order for everybody, but you're getting this deck next. So Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs. Let's dig a little bit deeper regarding this. What needs to be adjusted in your life? What type of emotions you're dealing with? And you know, just trying to see what else this pertains to. What more insight the universe can give us? What more advice the universe has for you? Universe, source, guardians, and protectors, gods, goddesses. What more do you have for Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs for the month of May? What more insight do you have for them regarding these adjustments and emotional well-being here? So pay attention to the moon, Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs. Pay attention, even if you don't really, you know, you don't have to be a witch or, you know, some type of spiritual practitioner to understand how the moon affects us all. For those of you who are interested in that type of thing, definitely look to the moon. Okay, definitely look to the moon at this time because it will help you. All right, let's see. Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs for May 2023. What more insight do you have for my beautiful Sagittarius? Ooh. Right, Sun and Rising signs. You have illumination that wanted to fly out. So what I see here is that some of you Sagittarius, you're already on that page. You already see what needs to change. It's not a puzzle for you anymore. You already put it together. You already realize, okay, this needs to change. This is something that I really need to get to work on. I need to be more determined. I need to motivate myself to improve this situation in my life. And I have a feeling, I don't really feel like it's a relationship necessarily. It can be, because you can't really control another person's emotions, you know, but you can only really improve a relationship if the other person is willing to improve along with you, right? And then we have trust at the bottom of the deck here for the card that fell out, but we're going to see what else comes out from this deck for Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs. Yeah, success. So yeah, this definitely has to do with a job, finances. In order to bring success into a situation, Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs, and before I say anything else, this does not have to just be your finances and career. But this is just what I'm seeing from the cards that are coming up, but we'll see what else comes out. But so far I feel it's more finances, career, how you put yourself out there in simple terms. It's like how are you projecting your energy? How are you approaching this situation? This, if it's financial, like how are you approaching the job field? How are you approaching your career? How are you shining your light? What is it that you're doing? What type of patterns have been so redundant? It's like it's just the same old thing that you're doing, but it's not really cultivating success here. And you see this. Yeah, we have fear. Look at that. Bottom of the deck, we have fear. Okay, so Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs. I don't feel that you're afraid of success. That's not what I'm seeing. It could be. Maybe you're afraid of something going so well that it just kind of feels far-fetched, or it feels too good to be true. It feels more like a fantasy than reality. and it may feel stupid, or it just may feel kind of ridiculous, right? But it's not. So that's for those of you who may be afraid of success. But Sagittarius, Sun and Rising, I don't really feel, based on the cards and my intuition here, I don't feel that this is you being afraid of success. This is you really craving success. You want to be successful. You want to make someone proud, or you want to make yourself proud. You want to be proud of yourself, right? However, there is a situation, there's something where you don't really trust yourself. Maybe you don't really trust yourself to do what is best to improve yourself within this situation. I could be, again, this is general, so it just all depends what this fear is for you. It's like you're so afraid to you're afraid to cross that threshold. And I'm really getting like, well, what if I mess up? What if I'm not good enough? What if I really hyped myself up this whole time and it's actually like I'm not ready, right? Scorpio, don't care. Scorpio energy, when it comes to the Scorpio eclipse and the full moon, and when it comes to Pluto's retrograde, Scorpio and Pluto do not care whether you're ready. They're just like, well, we're ready. Everybody else, you may not be ready, but we're ready. So let's go ahead. Let's get this ball rolling, you know? Scorpio doesn't really care if you're ready. And that's the beautiful thing, is because, you know, you have an extra helping hand, even though it's like Scorpio's just picking you up and it's just like, here you go, just, and go, you know, green light. Let's just try to figure this out. You got this. And don't get me wrong, like Scorpio sounds scary, but I really see Scorpio as the greatest guardian ever. It's just, the energy of Scorpio and Pluto is very powerful, but very, maybe not really protective. I guess in a way Scorpio can be very protective to us, but it can give us a sense of protection, but it's more like you're going to get scraped up, you're going to get hurt, you know, but you still got to go out there. So I'm not saying here, Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs, that you're going to get hurt. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that whatever fears you have in your mind about stepping past this threshold towards success, you can't allow what may happen on the negative front to cause you to stay here. The line is here. It's time to step over that line. It's time to move into this chapter here. The book has to continue to be written. It's not the end of that. Your chapter is not the end of the book here. Excuse me. You have to keep moving. And again, this can definitely be in regards to your career and your finances, a dream job, a relationship, or wanting a certain type of relationship that you've never experienced, wanting a greater experience in love. And it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be. It definitely is in the books for you if you're worried about that. But if you're not so worried about romance and you're more focused on success, or you're more focused on better friendships, improving your family relationship, that is in the books for you. However, it is required that you improve your emotions at this time, and that you do not allow your emotions, because even though your emotions may be pushing you in a desperate way, saying, no, you got to get this done, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this, you got to do that. Don't listen to that, Sagittarius. Don't listen to your emotions. That's going to get you into trouble. Whenever I see emotions are running high in this deck, it's like, don't listen to that. Even if it's positive emotions, you know, don't allow that to get you distracted from what needs to be improved. Am I making sense? Okay, let's see one more oracle message, and then we're going to jump into the tarot. All right, for Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs for the month of May 2023. What messages do we have for Sagittarius, Spirit Guides, Universe Source, Sun and Rising signs? Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs. What more insight and encouragement do you have for Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs for the month of May 2023? All right, Sagittarius, let's see. What I'm also getting, Sagittarius, is that there are those of you are moving forward towards success. you see what you need to do, but for some reason there is some type of past fear and trauma or abuse that you're still trying to bring with you. Like somehow that fear or that abuse or that trauma, you've kind of taken it as your like you feel entitled to it. You feel like, no, this is my trauma, this is my history, and you kind of define yourself based on that. And that's not gonna fit. It's not gonna fit, Sagittarius. It won't fit. Your fears, your traumas, your abuse, that's not gonna fit here in this success and illumination. It doesn't fit. It's not going to, it can't exist. So for those of you who have gone through a lot in your past, maybe more than others, and you're kind of angry, or you feel, some of you guys, again, you may have anger issues, and it may stem from family, ancestors, right? Sorry guys, my nose is itching. Okay, what I just got here is, you can't really, why are you bringing an umbrella? If you're going to a place to enjoy the sunshine, right? Why are you bringing an umbrella of fear here? It's like you're trying to shade yourself from too much light, because subconsciously there's a part of you that's saying, well, no, I want to remember what I went through. I can't forgive. I can't this. I can't that. I'm still upset. Understandable, but Scorpio doesn't care. Pluto doesn't care. Okay? The eclipse does not. It cares, but it's like, okay, yeah, we understand that. They have empathy, but they really don't care. Okay? Why should you be holding on to this? Why are you bringing an umbrella? If you want to get some sunshine, look at this beautiful sunshine, this light that's, you know, wants to come out of you, right? And if there are people, like, why are you bringing an umbrella to such an oasis in your life, to this sunny place in your life? It's not going to hurt you, right? It's not going to hurt to be 100, just be completely happy. And if there are people in your life who bring umbrellas around you, so to speak, because your light is shining too bright, and they're not there to really embrace it and support you in this success, they gotta go. Or you just need to distance yourself from them. New beginnings, yeah. Look at that orange again. You have so much orange. It says leap of faith, sun in Aries, new beginnings, number 1. So this is a brand new chapter. This is starting, maybe not starting over, could be, but it doesn't necessarily have to be you starting over. This is you starting a brand new chapter. It's like a very playful energy, and you cannot bring this fear with you. When children play, it's like having this childlike energy. Again, we have started a brand new astrological new year back in Aries season in March. So that, to me, that's very, in a way, it's like childlike. You know, it's whenever I see dolphins, it's like children, a child's energy. When children are playing, they're not necessarily thinking about how dangerous the environment is. They just want to feel everything. They want to put things in their mouth. They want to see everything. They want to, you know, climb things. You know, they want to see what their environment has in store for them, right? It's kind of the same thing here. You need to just have fun, Sagittarius, with this new chapter. You cannot bring fear here. The gray cloud that is kind of following you around in in some situation in your life, gotta go. It's gotta go. Okay, it cannot come with you. And then we have the bottom of the deck, freedom and adventure. Moon in Sagittarius, card number 21, discovery. Get out there, y'all. Be curious. Have a sense of curiosity here. Feed your curiosity here. If this is about love and romance, feed your curiosity. If this is about friendships, now obviously be careful, okay? Don't allow your emotions to be the path that leads you. Follow your gut, follow your soul. And if you're afraid of making certain adjustments in your life or in a certain situation because you feel like, well, I'm going to lose this, I'm going to lose that, or I'm not going to succeed if I get rid of that, or what have you, or if I embrace this, maybe I'm going to fail at it and I'm going to lose everything. Some of you you may have had this commitment to your fears and your traumas, and now that the universe is saying, hey, just let Scorpio's here, or the universe is here, said, let me just take this away. Let me just, can I have it? Can I just have this? And you may be like, no, like that's like my life. This is who I am. This is like my history. And the universe is like, yeah, well, let's create a new history here, Sagittarius. Because you may have gotten so used to this fear. You're so used to seeing yourself in that light or in that darkness or whatever, right? And the universe is saying, get out of that comfort zone. It's time to refresh yourself. It's time to cleanse yourself. It's time to shed your old skin. It's time. It would be kind of weird, like Scorpio is also represented by the snake. So if you saw a snake slithering around or roaming around and it still has its old skin on it, that doesn't really look too good. You know what I mean? That's uncomfortable. That's why snakes shed their skin, because they grow, they get bigger. All right, let's see. Let's pull the tarot. I'm going to pull 3 tarot messages for you guys. Sagittarius, Sun, and Rising signs. 3 tarot for Sagittarius, Sun, and Rising signs. Spirit guides. What more do you have to say to Sagittarius? What more insight and encouragement do you have for Sagittarius, Sun, and Rising signs for the month of May 2023? Let's see, guys. All right, let's see. This is about work. This can also be about getting a degree, taking classes, getting a certificate, getting a license of some kind. This is the 3 of Pentacles, for those of you who may not be familiar with the tarot, but this is the 3 of Pentacles in the after tarot. So it's a little bit different than the traditional tarot. 10 of Swords, Aquarius. So you do have Capricorn. You have possibly Virgo. You have Aquarius. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles. So there is something that needs to be, when something is given, something needs to be, when something is received, there's something that needs to be given. Here. If there is a relationship of some type or a job where you're putting in the work, but you're not being compensated properly for the work that you are performing, Sagittarius, in order for you to really enjoy your job and to really succeed, you need to make some adjustments within your job. Maybe you need to quit a job and go to a different position someplace else that's actually going to pay you and give you what you need to live a financially successful life. Because there are those of you, Sagittarius, you have really accomplished a lot. However, something needs to end here. Some of you guys, this is you've proven yourself within your job or within a company, and now your position, this particular position of you, I guess, being a student or being trained or working in a certain position is over, and now this company is wanting you to actually be compensated and maybe give you a raise or a promotion here finally. You've proven yourself. You've done it. All right? You've done the work. Others of you, if this is a relationship, it's kind of the same thing. It's like you've proven yourself. You've done the work. And now there is a cycle or a certain chapter that has ended within the relationship. And now after the discomfort, like somebody had to face something within a relationship. There could have been possibly a breakup, but it's possible that if there was a breakup, there's reconciliation, and this person is with the Six of Pentacles is finally going to give their part. They're going to contribute a bit more to the relationship, or this is a new person. But looking at these pentacles here, I do see this as more practical things. So if you are with someone right now, if you're in a, maybe it's your family or this is a roommate, maybe there's someone that you've lived with, or a roommate, or a significant other there is, or maybe you have children that are older, they're adults, and maybe they've been looking for a job, or their career hasn't really taken off, but they've really proven themselves. So something is definitely going to pay off here. All right, bottom of the deck, yeah, we have the Three of Cups. So it could be, if this is a relationship, a romantic partnership, somebody may have been drinking too much, or you've been drinking too much, or there's something, maybe this is hanging out too much with people, partying too much, that may need to change. Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs, or this is a person that you're with, a person that you're dealing with, where they need to change their lives so that the both of you can succeed together financially within your household. Yeah. So some type of a cycle is ending financially, whether it be with your significant other, your own family, or just you if you're single, okay? Or maybe you and a roommate. Let's clarify these cards, Sagittarius, these tarot cards. Sun and Rising signs. Clarify these tarot cards for Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs for May 2023. So this does represent practical affairs. Okay. Yeah. So somebody has put in a lot of the work. You've put your heart and soul into this with the Queen of Cups. This could be you too, Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs. Maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio, or you have Scorpio in your chart. Could be a Pisces as well. But this is someone who, they may have very deep love for you, or they're very intuitive, they have a big heart, or you may be dealing with someone when it comes to them getting a job. If this is your significant other, maybe you're worried that someone's not going to find a job because they're more emotionally driven, they're not practically driven. And that may have been an issue. But there's somebody, you or someone is making some they're making some changes within their heart space, or within your heart space. Someone is also putting themselves first. Someone is actually taking their heart elsewhere for some of you. Okay? Excuse me. Someone is taking their heart elsewhere. And there may be a situation in a relationship where someone was kind of, again, not grounding themselves, just kind of focused on themselves and not really focused on the relationship and how you guys can build a future together. And this, if you're single, Sagittarius, maybe this is just you. You need to ground yourself and not be so caught up in your emotions. Okay, there's something about emotional healing here. And if you haven't really connected with your emotions, Sagittarius, and you've been more focused on work, there are those of you who actually want to share your life with someone. Or others of you, you have, if you're in a committed relationship, you and your person, you or your person have finally stepped into this space of, I'm ready to build a future with you finally. Yeah, bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Wands. So somebody's going to be traveling for work soon. I don't see a breakup here. It could be, but what I'm getting so far, Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs, is that someone is traveling for work. Someone is looking for work. Someone is finally realizing that I need to be more practical, or I need to make some serious changes in order for me to succeed within this relationship or with a job or a career change. But in order for this to really take off, Sagittarius, whatever changes that needs to be made emotionally or financially or with your lifestyle or with a significant other or someone that you live with, there needs to be an equal give and take here. There needs to be some clear communication. There just has to be some type of commitment. You have to commit to something. You can't just see the problem and just let the problem remain, because you know what the problem is. Sagittarius, sun and rising signs, or this person that you're dealing with, they know what the problems that exist within this connection with you. You cannot just look at them and be like, well, I don't really know what to do. You know what to do, Sagittarius, or this person, they know what to do. And so far what I'm getting is that it's very positive. I don't see this as being a breakup. It could be, if that is something that you're wanting, but I do see a cycle that is ending. When I see the Ten of Swords, I see a cycle being cycled out. It's being tossed out. It's done. It's done. All right. Much love and light to all of you, Sagittarius, sun and rising signs. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Sagittarius.